How's it going, guys? It's Friday, January 13th. Spooky. And I've got you this week's Freshwater video. Tons of really interesting stuff in this week, so let's check it out. Starting this week's video off back in the shrimp tank, where I got a bunch of really cool new shrimp to show you guys. Starting with these really cool black crystal shrimp, which you can see next to the red crystal shrimp. These guys are from the same family. Really cool. Got that nice black and white contrast. Very awesome shrimp. Then moving over here, you can see we have a bunch of these little Pinocchio dwarf shrimp, named so for that big long pointy nose. These guys are an awesome, really interesting, super unique little dwarf shrimp. And those eyeballs just have tons of character to them. And moving over here to this side of the shrimp system, we have these gorgeous lemon yellow, beautiful, bright yellow fire shrimp. Absolutely beautiful shrimp. Almost kind of doesn't come up on camera well because of how bright they are, but really cool. Love those. We also have a few of those gorgeous sun-kissed orange, which really helps show how yellow those yellows are, and some really nice blues and reds. Tons of awesome, beautiful shrimp in right now. And staying in that same system for a second, we also have a few more of these really awesome long fin green dragon bristlenose plecos. These guys are really cool, really beautiful, and absolutely fly off the shelf. So I can't even keep them in stock. If this is something you're interested in, I would act fast. Absolutely awesome. Cool plecos. But we're not done yet, because we also have in the same system these really cool super red bristlenose plecos. As these guys mature, they get a really nice crisp red color to them. Really good looking fish. Awesome bristlenose plecos. Great plecos that don't get that big. And next up on the list we have, another really awesome bristlenose pleco in this week. And a first for me, as this is the first time in person I've seen a calico bristlenose. This is a newer morph of bristlenose plecos, where they get kind of a mottled color between the really cool green dragon and ruby red colors. His belly is almost entirely that nice red color. His back has a lot of the greens with cool mottlings. All in all, a really cool fish. Next up on this week's list, we have something really cool in these awesome chocolate valiant gouramis. These guys are a really cool, small, peaceful gourami species related to things like the chocolate gouramis. And they're just absolutely beautiful. The males will start getting these beautiful red and blue stripes. The females will remain that nice chocolate, well lined with yellow color. All around a very uncommon fish, but absolutely super cool to see. Very beautiful. And for our next fish of the week, we have this awesome gold nugget pleco. Don't really get to see these guys down on the ground this easily too often, so really cool to see. Nice, great look at them. There he goes. But got a couple of these guys in the store right now, and they make for an awesome pleco. Next up on this week's list, we've got a bunch of really nice discus back in stock finally. Some beautiful pigeon checkerboards, blue turquoises, and a really nice big leopard discus in the bombed there, being photobombed by the pigeon checkerboard. But yeah, we've got a bunch of really cool discus in right now. Definitely come check those out. Next up on this week's list, we got a nice big interesting oddball in this really nice size black ghost knifefish, as well as a lot of these really cool true flying foxes. Both very interesting oddball fish you don't see very often, as well as a number of these really nice stir-by-cories. Nice big chunky ones. Good to see them in at this size. Don't see them often that big. Yeah, really cool. And next up on this week's list, we have these really awesome blue chameleon fish, also known as the batis. These guys are a relatively small, fairly peaceful fish that will get a really nice, vibrant blue color as they begin to mature. And they're just an interesting, small, easygoing oddball. That's a great addition to any planted system. And next up on this week's list, we have a bunch of these really nice, big, chunky, fat little clown loaches. These guys are doing absolutely great, eating everything in sight, and just absolute little butterballs. Wonderful bottom feeders with absolutely tons of personality and beautiful colors. Great fish all around. And on the subject of beautiful loaches, we have in these awesome Burmese border loaches. These guys have these nice striking black and white patterns that as they mature will be to break up a little bit and get a nice touch of really vibrant blue mixed in. Don't see blue on loaches too often. Very cool to see. And a beautiful, beautiful loach species. As well as our little zigzag eel back there. And of course, how could I talk about eels in the store without talking about one of the coolest there is in the fire eels. We've got a ton of these really big, well-established, beautiful fire eels in right now. Tons of nice, big, chunky, healthy guys eating just about everything we throw at them. Not something you see in very often, definitely not something at this size you see very often. Definitely come check those out. And next up on this week's list, we have this absolutely gorgeous wild red spotted gold severum, straight from Colombia. Beautiful, beautiful fish, tons of vibrant colors, and only get prettier with age. Absolutely awesome. Love this species. One of my favorite cichlids. Another species you don't see very often, and no, those aren't tiny rams, those are normal sized rams. These are the hog-nosed catfish, related to Cory catfish. They're a bit of a beefier species, but they retain all of the same peaceful, adorable, and fun qualities of Cory catfish, just in a plus-size package. Very, very awesome. Really, really cool. Definitely do not see these often. I love them. And speaking of catfish, we've got these really cool albino marble hopo cats back in. Definitely a really awesome catfish. They sell out quick though, and I still only have a couple left, so if you're looking for a peaceful, fun bottom feeder, definitely check these guys out. And for this week's bait of the week, I kind of had a hard time picking, so I got a couple here to show to you. First, this absolutely gorgeous blue and silver male with these really nice red fins. Then, this really cool bicolored crown tail with that awesome blue body and bright neon orange fins. Then this really nice steel blue with a little bit of red hinted in there. And lastly, this really big, beautiful crown tail. Tons and tons of really nice betas in right now. Definitely come check them out. And to round out this week, we have an absolutely gorgeous fish in a tiny package with the dwarf neon rainbow fish. These guys have all the same gorgeous colors, attitude, agility, and attitude of their larger cousins, the rainbow fish, but in a nice compact package that's peaceful, fun, and easy to keep in a planted aquarium. Do great with many, many other species of fish, and have absolutely stunning colors. The males have those nice red fins with that vibrant, shiny blue body, and the females have a nice silver all around with this really nice yellow fins. Definitely an awesome fish. And while I was recording those rainbow fish, I actually happened to notice this apistogramma has eggs. That's actually the female there, and right behind her is the male. These are both Apistogramma erythura, the Rio Memorial locality, and that's actually the last pair I have left in stock for I don't know how long. And now I can tell you they're definitely a pair. So if that's something you're interested in, I'd act fast on that. Well, that about does it for this week's video. Tons of really cool and interesting fish in this week, and it was really awesome to see those Apistogrammas happy enough to even start laying eggs in our tank. But until next time, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and for those of you local customers looking for something really cool or interesting to get in, feel free to email us at contact@exoticaquatic.com and we'll see if we can get it in for you. Until next time.